Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a situation that can feel a little stressful for any language learner, going shopping. But don't you worry, we're going to practice some simple, really powerful phrases that will leave you feeling confident and ready for your next trip to the store. Let's dive in. Have you ever been there? You walk into a shop, the salesperson asks you a simple question, and suddenly, nothing. Your mind goes completely blank. You know the words are in there somewhere, but they just won't come out. If that sounds familiar, you are so not alone. It happens to so many English learners. You see, understanding is one skill, but actually producing the words in a real situation, well, that's a whole different challenge. And today, we are all about strengthening that speaking muscle. Okay, let's walk through the door together. That first moment is often the most intimidating one. When the salesperson says, "Can I help you?" We're going to make sure you have the perfect answer ready so you can start the conversation with total confidence. So when they offer you help, your response really boils down to a super simple choice. Either you need help finding something specific, or you just want to browse on your own. Let's practice the phrases for both situations. If you have something specific in mind, your key phrase is, "I'm looking for." Try saying this with me. I'm looking for a jacket. You can swap out jacket for literally anything, of course. I'm looking for running shoes, or I'm looking for a gift. It's a simple, clear way to get the help you need. Now, what if you just want to browse? In that case, here is a wonderfully polite phrase that native speakers use all the time. Try this one. I'm just looking, thank you. It's friendly, and it gives you space to explore the store with zero pressure. Awesome. You're in the store, and you're browsing comfortably. Now, you see something you like, but you've got questions. This is your chance to kick off a simple conversation to get the details you need. A typical little chat follows a really simple path. First, you might want to know the price. Let's practice that. How much is this? Then, you check on the size. Try this one. Do you have this in large? And finally, you'll want to find the fitting room. Let's say it together. Can I try this on? Fantastic. Okay, this is a great follow-up question. You like the style, you like the size, but the color, it's just not quite right. What do you say? It's a really simple question. You just ask, do you have this in another color? Or, if you know the color you want, you can get more specific. Do you have this in black? Give it a try now. All right, now we're getting into the details that help you become a really smart shopper. Asking about quality or hunting for a good deal are important parts of the process, especially for more expensive items. Here are 4 excellent questions that can save you time and money. For durability, you can ask, is this good quality? For electronics, it's always smart to ask, is there a warranty? And of course, to find a bargain, you can use these 2 classics. Is this on sale? And is there any discount? You might also see signs for deals like this one. Buy one, get one free is super common. It simply means you pay for one item and you get a second one at no extra cost. It's a great offer to keep an eye out for. Okay, you found what you wanted, you're happy with the price, and now it's time for the final step. Let's head to the register and finish this purchase with confidence. At the checkout, the clerk is probably going to ask how you'll be paying. To answer, you can just say, I'll pay by card, or I'll pay in cash. Let's practice the most common one. I'll pay by card. After you pay, they might ask, would you like a receipt? Your answer can be a simple, yes, please, or if you don't need it, no, thank you. Both are perfectly polite. We've practiced all the individual phrases. Now let's put it all together and see how a full, natural conversation flows from start to finish. Okay, imagine you're the customer. The shop assistant has just greeted you. What's your opening line? Excellent! See how clear and direct that is? You're using one of the very first phrases we practiced to get the conversation started perfectly. And the conversation continues. A simple question and a simple one-word answer. This is how real conversations work. They don't have to be complicated at all. The assistant brings you the jacket. Now it's time to use that other key phrase we practiced to ask about the fitting room. Can I try this on? And let's jump to the end. The jacket fits perfectly and you're at the register. You know exactly how to answer this last question. I'll pay by card. And just like that, you've completed a full transaction in English. Awesome job! And that really brings us to the most important point. Reading and understanding is one thing, but real confidence, that comes from practice. It comes from actually speaking the words, even if it's just to yourself at first, and from listening to how people really talk. So if you remember just one thing from today, let it be this. You do not need perfect English to communicate. The simple, clear phrases we practiced are all you need to have a great shopping experience. Your goal is communication, not perfection. So, my question for you is, which phrase are you going to practice on your next shopping trip? Just pick one or two to focus on, because the more you use them, the more natural they're going to feel. You've got this. Thanks for joining me today.